Hey guys, my name is Nika Comet. I'm a singer for Chase the Comet, and this is the second edition of my new, I don't know what it actually is, but of my new journal, let's call it this way, singing lessons and singing practice. If you watched the previous edition, it was the introduction, and I spoke about things that are important to start practicing singing. So the first thing that I usually start my classes with is breath. I have to say, it's like a little disclaimer, that I'm not a certified vocal teacher. I spent over 20 years singing. I started singing when I was 6 in the choir. So all my methods and all the knowledge that I'm sharing here is kind of what I learned from different teachers of different techniques, including jazz, choir, academic singing, also what I learned from the internet myself, and what I also learned from practice, because I've been singing live with the band, I've been recording. So maybe something that you hear here is different from what you read or from what you saw before. It might happen, then I encourage you to share it in the comments, but please stay nice and positive, since I'm not pretending to be the person who knows everything and whose methods are the only ones existing in the world. Let's share what we know, and let's elaborate what's best for us. So I wanted to talk about breath. It's the start, it's the basis, and it actually really helps you if you're nervous before singing or before public performances. Anyway, when you master your breath, you're the master of your temper. So let's start with the first thing. So you have to know where your gravity center is, because the lower it is, the lower your breath is, and the more confident you sound and you feel. So my grandma is a very famous eloquence teacher in Russia, and one of the best techniques and exercises she recommends for people who say they lose their breath is to stand on one foot, like that. So you stand on one foot, like, you know, like the yoga pose, and you have to do it regularly. For example, when you don't do anything, like when you brush your teeth. Okay, so you tongue and you stand on one foot to balance your body, and your breath goes, your gravity center goes down, and your breath stabilizes. So you do it with one foot, then you do it with the other one. Very, very cool technique for before performances if you're nervous. Keep that in mind. Okay, so that's just the start. Then the actual singing warm-up. So you have to make sure you are not breathing too often now, because you might feel a little bit dizzy. So don't start doing it right away like crazy. Give it a time, okay? So the most difficult thing to breathe when you sing is to try to breathe with your spine. Sounds crazy, I know. And lower body. How to describe it? It's like you're not just breathing here. So I want you to try to see the difference, because usually I ask people to hold me here, and I know it's very picturesque there, but you have to try to do it with your ribs like that. See? I don't know if you can see that, but it's not that you're breathing with your stomach, not like that. It's kind of like you feel dizzy right away. It's not that you're breathing with your chest like that. No, you try to breathe in like that. Let me, I don't know, show better to you. Like, so you have to, you should feel your spine muscles working actually like that. So I don't know, I try to dress. I don't know if you can see that, because it's felt when you touch it. It's better than you could see it. Let's try to put our hands there, here, and breathe in like that. So you will see the ribs going to the sides here. But don't try to inhale too much air, okay? Just make it calm. Just a little bit to try to feel your spine, your muscles here. Also, your ribs here will work, and it's seen better, like that. So it's not that your stomach goes front, it's more to the sides, like that way. And you have to inhale quite swift with your nose, like that. It's not a lot of air, not at all. You always have to inhale swift, because sometimes, as I already said in the introduction, sometimes in the in breaks in the song you don't have a lot of time to do it like that. Also, when you do it lazily, like you don't have enough energy to come in into whatever comes next, because you always have to be kind of like ready, like you're ready to attack, you know, like that. So let's do the inhale one more time, like that. Very swift, and you're ready to sing, right? So this is the first part, the inhale. Then the exhale. What we're gonna do, it's the moment when you actually have to sing. So let's try to imitate singing while not singing. We will have to imagine how we lay the sound on the breath, right? Like that. So we inhale, and then we do this. So your stomach muscles, your spine muscles will be all tensed, not too much though, but they will be working. It's them who will be responsible for your for the air moving out of your lungs. Okay, so what you do, you have some kind of a tension here. You put your lips close together and you just leave a little slit through which you exhale with tension. Okay, like that. I'll show you again. And this air that goes out of your mouth, it should go very even, without breaks, not like that you had it out and then you put yourself, you got yourself together. No, it has to be even from the very beginning, and you have to be very focused on the amount of air you let out, okay? Make it as long as you can, because that should be your singing phrase, so you don't really want it to be 2 words, right? If you have 2 long notes, you have to make it last. So let's try to do it again together. And one more time. In my stomach, in my spine, like a balloon, it gets smaller and smaller. So that's what you imagine when you do this. When you do all the breath exercises, you imagine that you have a big balloon here, and you have to put some air inside. Okay, so let's try to do one more time. We inhale, and then we exhale very slowly, controlling every molecule of air going out of our mouth. Okay, let's do it. And when we don't have any more air inside, we will feel our muscles here aching a little bit because they're working. So you have to work on your 6-pack like that. So these are the beginner's exercises that you can do every practice, and that you can do while you're not busy with anything. You know, for example, you're standing in line to get some food. You can do that because no one can actually see it, and no one can actually hear it if you don't do it. If you don't do it too loud, like, and if you're not about to fart or anything. So you can use your spare time when you're not busy with anything with these exercises. It's really helpful, and you will notice that you have better stomach muscles in some time if you're persistent enough. So next time we will try to talk about the actual vocal exercises, and I will probably concentrate on ranges because our vocal exercises depend on ranges a lot. So subscribe to our channel, check out my band original songs and covers, and stay tuned for more singing practice. My name is Nika Comet, and I appreciate you watching this. Bye bye. Take care.